What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the East Delaware Knights Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today is kind of a sad day. It's kind of a day where I wasn't really expecting this day to come so quickly. But it is finally the first year where we have none of the original. Actually, you know what? I can't say that because I think Marquis Springs is still here, and I'm pretty sure, is original. Is he not? Is he an original? I don't remember. Most of, if not all, of the original team members from that very first team that we brought into college football, into Division One, in the very first year of this dynasty, they're all gone now. Kenyon Garnett, Jarek Francis, Shelton Lighton, Keelan Rounds, Caleb Cormier, all of those guys are gone. It is a new era here in East Delaware. We are two-time national. No, we're not two-time national champions. I've told myself in my head that we're two-time national champions, even though we lost, because I didn't want to face the fact that we actually did lose. We're one-time national champions, and we suffered a very embarrassing loss. That's right. I changed the outcome in my mind because I didn't want to deal with the reality that we lost that game. So we are only one-time national champions, but we have a really good team. I'm very curious to see how we play without some of those guys. Now, I did have to make a very, very important decision to start this episode and to start this season, really, season 5. We needed to figure out who our quarterback was going to be because Kenyon Garnett's no longer an option. So were we going to stick with Tanner Applewhite, or were we going to go with one of the freshmen that we brought in or transfer portal people that we brought in? And I've chosen to not go with Tanner Applewhite, and you'll see who I went with in a moment. But that is going to be year 5, about to be underway. I can't believe we're already 5 years deep into this thing. If you're excited for more, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to make sure that I get there, then hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and join the Juice Club so that we can get to 5,000. Let's get into this because we got to go over what this team looks like. This is a new look roster. Well, we still got some very familiar faces that are really good, but most of the important positions, new faces. So in the off season, off camera, I had gotten the schedule and the recruiting all set up. We'll go over that in a minute. We do play Temple in week 1, and then also in today's episode, we'll play Penn State as well. We got all of our rivalries right in a row. We did jump from the ACC to the Big 12 this year, so we will have new competition since we've won the ACC twice now. But let's take a look at the new look roster. I have chosen Bryce Saylor. Salyer? Oh no. Is it Salyer? I think it's Salyer. I've chosen him to be my quarterback for the start of the year. He's a transfer quarterback that we brought in. I've chosen him. And the reason I've chosen him is because he's got a good mix of speed and throw power. Now, obviously, Applewhite, we know what he can do through the air. He's got good throw power and his accuracies are all very good. But he's got no speed. 76 speed, 82 excel, just I can't work with that. Now, Devin Duggins, he's got more speed than Bryce Salyer, but his throw power and accuracies are just horrible. So I couldn't go with him simply for the speed factor. So I chose the best of both worlds. Salyer actually can throw the ball a little bit. He can't throw deep, but he can throw short and medium pretty well. And he's got a very solid arm. So he's the best of both of these guys put together. So I've chosen him to be our starting quarterback for this 5th season. He does have star dev as well, so that hopefully will help him in his development. At running back, we will have Jordan Davidson and Jeff Overton, the 2 transfers at starting running back, and then obviously Greg Ard will get a little bit of play time. I've redshirted both Sean Gray and Christian Hape, 2 guys that we brought in recruiting this year. And then at wide receiver, we've got Jason Dobbins, who will come in and be the immediate number 1. J. Caden Ferguson, who is a very late portal addition. He comes in as the number 2 wide receiver. Then Dion Buck is still here. Alani Coleman is here. Kiki Togiai, which I wanted to mention. You guys remember Kiki Togiai chose, I'm pretty sure it was Georgia. Maybe it was Alabama. Somebody. He must have decommitted from there because he's here. Kiki Togiai, we lost out. We were in a recruiting battle against him until the very end. At the very last week of offseason recruiting, he chose whatever team it was. I can't remember. But then I loaded up the preseason roster. I was going through the depth chart to try to figure out who I wanted to start, and I found Kiki Togiai. So we ended up getting him. So not only did we end up getting that 5-star corner, Vince Peters, who we won that recruiting battle for, like legit, we just end up getting Kiki Togiai, which I really hate that. I like it because it works out in my benefit, but I hate it because we go through all this trouble of trying to win this recruit for a guy, and then in the end we lose him just for him to show up on my roster anyway, the very next regular season. So why not just if he's going to show up on my roster anyway, why not just have him commit to my school so we can get rid of the whole, oh no, we're so upset because we didn't get this guy drama, just for me to be happy, I guess, because we have him on the team now. He's a 5-star. He's pretty good. He's not super fast. 89 speed's not amazing, but he's a very good player. He's 6'4", 205. He's a very good player. But I was all juiced up to get him, and then we don't get him. So I kind of became resigned to the fact that we weren't going to get him. He was going to another school. We took him off the board and everything. And then I load up the preseason roster, the year 5 roster, and he's here. So I don't know. It happens too often in these games. I don't know why it does. This wasn't even one where, like in South Carolina Dynasty with Devontae Weeks, we had lost that recruiting battle to Florida, even though Florida took their scholarship off of him at the very end of the season, at the very end of the offseason. He still decided to commit to them even without a scholarship, and then when we loaded up that next season, he was on our roster, so he left Florida and came to us. That's different because Florida had taken a scholarship away. I don't think that whoever he committed to, whether it was Alabama, Georgia, whoever it was, I don't think they took their scholarship off, at least that I didn't notice. And he still decommitted from them and came to us? I don't know. It's very annoying, but it's also really cool because we get another 5-star added to the recruiting class, but still, it's annoying because I already had gotten in my head that we didn't get this guy, and then all of a sudden he's here. So, I don't know. It's weird. But that's what our receiving core looks like. Tight ends, we still have Marquise Springs. We have Isaiah Butler-Tanner, who I almost cut in the preseason. Andrew Barker's here. It's a weird tight end room. I like it. It's a weird and it's very old tight end room. We have Griggs and Okoro as our young tight ends, but it's a very old tight end room. On the offensive line, we've got Istander starting at left tackle. We've got Devin Harper at left guard. We've got Garrison Spanspawn at center. We've got Darrell Roth at right guard. And then at right tackle, Dion Cormier, the true freshman, will start at right tackle for us. Forrest Tatum is off the edge on the left side, with Wayne Bostic obviously on the right side. And then in the middle, it's Jordan Crawford, our transfer addition, with the young Vince Murphy, who took a red shirt last year. Now he's ready to go. He's got elite dev. He had a crazy good offseason in training. He's ready to be a stud. I can't wait for him. Sam linebacker is going to be Cam Pruitt this year. Roderick Hicks is going to be up the middle at Mike linebacker, and then Will linebacker will obviously be Vernon Willihan, who has the potential to be one of the best players in team history. Maybe the best player in team history. At corner, it's a lot of lower overall guys, but they all have decent speed and decent coverages. We'll see how it works. Ahmad Tolbert's going to be our number 1. Then there's Spencer Casey and Vince Peters, who is the 5-star that I had mentioned that we got instead of Kiki Togiai. So Vince Peters is here. Larry Stumpf and then TJ Burney as our corners. I think this is a good cornerback room. Not a great cornerback room. We'll see how it plays. Free safety, we got Steve Henley, who's a freak. And then strong safety, another freak in Jeremiah Wolf. So that is where we will ride for this season in terms of the depth chart. Let's take a look at the schedule. We start off, obviously, with this game against Temple. You know that. Then we play Penn State also in today's episode. We have Delaware. So we have our three rivalry games right in a row. 3 of our 4 rivalry games right in a row. Then we have West Virginia. And then we have LSU. And this is important because I'm guessing, I didn't check, but I'm guessing Theo Graves is now the starting quarterback at LSU. We can confirm that right here. But I'm assuming, I'd be pretty confident in saying he is the starting quarterback at LSU now. No! Oh, I guess he could be. He's an 85 overall. He didn't skyrocket as much as I thought he would. James Warren ended up coming back. I thought he would leave. He was a sophomore redshirt. I thought he would transfer. He didn't. He's going to be the starter over Theo Graves. I can't see their depth chart, so I don't know for sure. You can't start Warren over Theo Graves. Look at these numbers. Look at this. This dude's a freak of nature. Yeah, James has slightly better accuracies, but you cannot bench a guy that's got this kind of run. Oh, he's getting done dirty in New Orleans, or right? Well, where are they at? They in Lafayette, Louisiana? I don't remember. Wherever they're at, he's getting done dirty. This is annoying. I hate the fact that he didn't choose us. He would be our starter day one. Oh, God. I'm never going to find a quarterback this good ever again. I had one shot at it. I had one shot at a generational quarterback, and it passed me by. And I'm never going to get over that. Oh, I hate myself. This is what recruiting looks like for year 5. It's a bunch of 5 stars, as it always is. We are in the lead for a few of them. I got some running backs on there. I got some edge rushers, some offensive line. We always need offensive line, so it's always good to have some 5-star offensive line on the board. But I've got 50 hours on a few of them. We'll see if we can bring them in. I got one quarterback on the board. It's Stephon Beatty. He's a 6'4 pure runner with 85 speed, 83 throw power. He's not horrible. He's the best quarterback that I could find in terms of the mix of power, throw power, and speed. So I'm never going to find another guy like Theo Graves. It's so upsetting. It's so upsetting. He was so good. And we were in the lead for most of the year until the very end when LSU just won out because of their platinum tier pipeline. Oh, God, we had him. I'm still not over it. It's been 2 years. I'm still not over it. God, I can't believe that. Ugh. Okay, let's get into the game. I'm going to keep getting upset. I don't want to be upset. I'm so upset about losing Theo Graves to this day. I would never be over that. I'll think about that forever. For the rest of my days, I will think about missing Theo Graves. We do have 25 skill points to spend, though. Last season was our first ever top 5 recruiting class, so we are halfway to unlocking Elite Recruiter, which would be pretty sick. It would be pretty sick if we could do that. But I think I might go into... I should probably work on DBs, getting them up to offseason training boost. But we also have talent developer unlocked. We haven't gone into that at all. Do we think anybody's going to get drafted? I mean, maybe somebody gets drafted, but I think I'm going to go into motivator. Let's get DBs up to getting an offseason training boost, because that's always going to help us out. And now we're down to 9 skill points, and I don't see anything that we should really spend on, so I think we're just going to keep those where we are with 9 skill points. And now it's time to get into the game against Temple. These shouldn't be any... This game against Temple and the Delaware game should not be a game. We should just absolutely obliterate these teams. We are far and away out of their league at this point. So we were out of their league after year 2. But they have, in the past, given us close games that have been unnecessarily close. I'm really hoping that this is not one of them. It is a beautiful day to start year number 5 of East Delaware football. I just saw as I was kicking off, as I was picking the play, it is 100 degrees on the field here. It is a hot one. A hot and steamy one. We won 35-27. That's right. That last year was the close game, the unnecessary close game. But it is a hot and steamy game to open up year number 5 in East Delaware. I'm very excited about these new additions on the edge. Well, not new additions, but guys that are getting to play for them more and actually start for us. I'm mostly excited about Wayne Bostic, because he is legitimately one of the best players I've seen in a while. As Coco Braveman is the quarterback's name. But I'm also excited about Forrest Tatum. I think he could be really, really good up the middle. I'm very excited about Vince Murphy as well. Vince Murphy has the chance to be a really good player for us in a couple of years. Maybe even right now, I guess. It's possible. And I don't like the way that Temple has started this game with 2 runs that have been very effective. I'm a little bit nervous. We do start I didn't even mention this. We start Season 5 as the number 8 ranked team in the country. A little disrespectful if you ask me, but he didn't ask me, so. They're going to be QB sneak in this, aren't they? This has got to be a QB sneak. And it is, and we shut it down, 4th and inches. We stop Coco Braveman. They're going to go for it? this is where we get a little crazy here. They're gonna go for it. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. They pitch it out, and Forrest Tatum's there to shut it down. Vernon Woollyhand made Coco Braveman throw that ball, pitch that ball before he wanted to. And then Forrest Tatum shuts down the pitch to the running back. And it's denied. The first drive of the game is a turnover on downs for the big dog, and I'm very excited. Oh no, Tanner Applewhite's still playing because I have him in formations. I'm gonna have to go through and change the formations because I don't think Tanner Applewhite's gonna play much this year. At least I don't see him playing that much. I don't think it's gonna be a Kenyon Garnett Applewhite situation where they split time. I think I'm just gonna go all in on Sowler, whatever his name is. But I got to get through this game first before. So Applewhite will play a little bit here. And maybe he'll play well enough that he can change my mind. But I've never had any questions about him throwing the ball. He's always been fairly good throwing the ball. It's just his speed I can't handle. So here comes Sowler for his first ever start. Well, he didn't start the game technically. But his first ever game time. And he throws it to the new addition, Jay Davidson. Is his first touchdown? I was going to say, is his first ever throw going to be a touchdown? That would have been crazy. Oh no, Applewhite's the one running this in the QB blast. I gotta change that. Gotta change that. It could be J. Caden Ferguson catching this ball, though. Yep, it's gonna be J. Caden. He's wide open. And the first touchdown of year 5 will go to the transfer addition, J. Caden Ferguson. Alright, that was a pretty easy drive, which I would assume is how most of this... Which is how I would assume most of this season would start, or what most of this season would go, most of this game would go. I can't believe I missed that extra point. What am I doing? I wasn't doing, that's what I was. I wasn't thinking. I just pressed the button and held it too long. God, I hate myself. I hate myself, man. I despise myself. I'm so stupid. Sometimes I'm so stupid, it's like gets on my nerves how stupid I am sometimes. What was I doing there? Like, why would I hold that button so long? What am I thinking? I wasn't thinking. Oh, God. But you know what they say, man. If you don't hate yourself, you're not living. Hand out to the running back. Wayne Bostic immediately blows that up, and it's a 3-and-out for the Temple offense. This is kind of how I expected this offense to play. Running the ball, not really getting many yards, and then punting it. That original run that they had in the first play of the game with the quarterback was kind of a fluke, I think. And now we get the football back. Are we actually going to see Sowler? I'm just going to call him Sailor. I guess I could go ahead and edit his name to make it Sailor so I can just say it right. He's got Dobbins there, and Dobbins with a big catch in his first play. Good for him. Every time I see Dobbins, I just think of JK. And so I'll probably at some point this season mess the name up and say JK on accident. That's open. Across the middle, it's going to be J. Caden Ferguson. He's making a big impact in his first, and he gets in! His first game as a Delaware Knight, and he's already putting his name up there with the greats. That was an amazing effort. Wow. J. Caden Ferguson. Pretty good. Pretty good. 2 plays is all it took for us to score that second touchdown. Yeah, this one could get out of hand pretty quickly, and you might not see most of the second half if it continues the way that it's going right now. It's a huge hit from Jeff Overton, by the way. And it's crazy because I just played Jeff Overton in South Carolina Dynasty he was on Clemson in that series. So it's kind of funny to have him here now on our team. Another run where they just aren't getting any yards. We had guys swarming the football. There's just nothing that they can do. We're suffocating them. We just have bigger, faster, better athletes. Hand out to the running back. He's going to get slowed up. He gets 2 yards. That actually looked like it was going to be a very good run, but then the hole closed instantly. That's something that happens to me, not to the CPU players. I am probably going to have to go for 2 now to get this game back to a regular score. Sucks. God, I hate myself. Another 3-and-out punt. If we get to halftime and it's 28, 35, nothing, or 34, I guess, then we'll end the we'll cut it to the end of the game because there's not really much else you need to see, if I'm being honest. Hand out to Overton, his first play of the game. First play is a Delaware Knight. He doesn't get much. Who's coming in for this vertical? Okay, it's Applewhite, and we've got some big-time press coverage here. I see a touchdown in our future. Applewhite delivers it to Dobbins. The ball was not great, but it does get to Dobbins for a big play. I just wish it would have been a touchdown. It works. I'll take it. It allows for somebody else to get the touchdown. Maybe Saylor can get his first. I'm just going to call him Saylor. Maybe Saylor can get his first touchdown of his career here. 120 pass yards, 14 rushing yards. It's very different than what we usually have. Usually it's a lot more rushing yards, but I mean, it's just been so simple to get passing yards against this Temple team, which is not surprised. I'm not surprised we're getting a bunch of passing yards. Can Overton get his first touchdown of his career here? No, he cannot. He's still on his feet, though. Well, not on his feet, but he's still up off the ground. He can't get in there. They played good coverage there. Now it's Applewhite in the game. Probably going to Deion Buck here. How about Springs? Touchdown Springs. I wasn't sure who was going to get open there. Marquis Springs gets it. And it is a 19-point or 20-point game because I forgot to go for 2. So 20-0. We just entered the second quarter. Things are not looking good for Temple, which is how I thought this game would go. Because like I said at the beginning, we are so much above them in talent that it's not even funny. The only reason we're playing them is because they're a rival. And the only reason they're a rival is because Temple is kind of close to Dover, Delaware, so that's why I chose them. But they're out of our league at this point. They are out of our league. Or we're out of their league, I guess is how I should phrase it. Both sayings are right, just one is more negative than the other, for us at least. That's a big sack. They're probably going to split that between Murphy and Tatum, or Bostic. That's okay. Bostic gets a sack nonetheless. And it's 3rd down and 18. They're going to motion the running back out of the pocket, or out of the backfield. Quick throw. It's a penalty. Did we hit the quarterback? What do we do here? No, it's going to be a block in the back or a hold. Shipman? Oh. Offensive pass interference is crazy, by the way. And Jordan Crawford, our transfer D tackle, gets hurt on that play as well. We're going to decline the penalty and go for 4th down because they're just going to punt it. But offensive pass interference, really? All right, whatever. They're going to punt it regardless. And Deion Buck is back to return. I'd love to see a punt return touchdown here. We might get one. He's got one man to beat the punter. Juke. Oh, Deion Buck. Oh, Deion. You can't get trucked by the punter. That's embarrassing, dog. Hand off to Davidson. He's going nowhere. I kind of screwed that up myself. I feel like there was more space, but I didn't really do it that well. All right, we got Saylor in the game. I'm going to scramble with him. Might as well see what he's got. This is why we brought him in. All right, that was pretty solid. Nothing special. Not like Kenyon Garnett. Garnett would have had a first down there. Oh, they got a guy lining off sides, but he gets back, thankfully. That's more of just a nuisance at this point. I mean, I like getting the free yardage, but more so it's just like annoying that he lines up off sides and it takes time to call the penalty and all that kind of stuff. It's time consuming, basically. Overton, solid enough run. Nothing special, but it works. And I'm looking at either Deion Buck or Marquis Springs. I think it's going to be Springs. He's open. He's got not a touchdown. He's only got a first down. I thought that was going to be more separation than that. Throw it to intercept it. Yep. I wanted to throw that immediately, but it didn't. When I pressed it, it didn't register. So then when it did register finally, he was already like triple covered. So that's That's how that happens. Actually, it's a pretty solid run for Temple right there. This isn't how they get back in the game, is it? I've done all this work in the first half trying to blow them out, and then all of a sudden, one interception is how they get the momentum to get back in this game. Say it ain't so. Is that guy, who's open? Nobody's over there? You're telling me not one singular Delaware Knight was in the flat. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We gotta get this ball back. I cannot have them capitalize on my interception because it's annoying and I don't like it. We almost sacked him on a cornerback blitz. We throw him down. Was that Vernon Willihan who just threw him down there? The only incomplete pass now for Applewhite is that pick. That makes me sick. Bostic gets tossed to the ground like a child, but Vince Murphy gets him on the sack. I'm loving Vince Murphy. I'm telling you, man, he's going to be a stud. He had such a massive training boost, off-season training. Oh, I fell for it. He's going to be a freak of nature. He might be up there with Joshua Wood in South Carolina Dynasty. He's going to be that good. 3rd and 15. Are they in field goal? They're probably in field goal range. Maybe if we can sack him, I guess they wouldn't be. And we will sack him. It's a strip sack. It's recovered by Wayne Bostic. They're not going to get any points. It's Vernon Woollyhand and Wayne Bostic, the two faces of this team at this point. I think it's safe to say that Woollyhand and Bostic are the faces of this team. They're the two like highest profile guys, I'd say. Wow. What a play. I don't usually get that lucky. I don't usually get that lucky where I get something like that to happen. That's going to be Deion Buck. Just take the safe stuff. Don't go too crazy. Trying to get back in the rhythm now after the interception. 3rd down. I should probably throw that. It probably wouldn't have been caught anyway. It's 4th down. We're clearly going for it. I'm going to send Dobbins deep just to see what happens. But this is clearly J. Caden Ferguson for a first. We'll call the timeout. 34 seconds. We can make something happen here probably. Hopefully. Let's go with the slot cross. Why not? You got to love a good slot. Who do we hit on this, though? It's Applewhite in the game. Just throw it away. Everybody was blanketed. Sad, sad days. Sad days when everybody gets blanket. 2nd down. Do I hit Springs here? It probably doesn't feel like the right idea, but I did it anyway. I don't think that was the right option. But now 3rd and 5. I'm just waiting for them to press up so I can take advantage of it, but they just don't want to do it. They don't want to ruin their own coverage. Can I stay in bounds here? Oh, I didn't stay in bounds. That's annoying. Applewhite threw it just a little bit too much to the side. That's going to be caught by Deion Buck for a first down. I got to call my second timeout, or my final timeout. I wanted to go hurry up there, but I just didn't think I had the time to go hurry up and snap it again. We would have been down to like 9, or no time on the clock. That's going to be dropped. That's probably for the best. A 51-yard field goal is probably the right idea here. But if I can have one shot at the end zone, I think that's maybe better. As long as this doesn't, like, get completed in bounds. Touchdown, East Delaware! J. Caden Ferguson with his 3rd. And it's off the tip. I played that so well. I'm a genius. I knew it wasn't going to get caught on the initial jump ball, so I played it back. This actually was me. I did this on purpose. I pulled him back. I knew he was going to get tipped, and I caught it, and it just happened to work out. Usually it just bounces off their hands for a drop, but this time it actually worked. J. Caden Ferguson catches the ball and chucks it at the cameraman. He must got a beef with him. He chucks it at the cameraman. J. Caden Ferguson with his 3rd touchdown of the first half. What a debut performance. That's got to be the thumbnail, right? J. Caden Ferguson just chucking a football at the reporter, or at the camera guy. That's got to be the thumbnail. Can I get it where he's just releasing it? You know what? Just give it with his hand. Yeah, there we go. He's hucking it right at the guy's face. Oh man. And that is how the first half will end. Well, obviously we're gonna go for 2 here. What a touchdown catch. That never works for me. It just bounces off their hands. Oh, I just noticed this. Oh, that's upsetting. I just noticed this. I think Sailor's wearing Kenny Garnett's number 15. I gotta change that. I didn't realize he was wearing that number. I don't know why that just clicked for me, but he's wearing the number 15. You can't wear that. We got to retire that jersey number. You can't wear that, big dog. So for the Penn State game, he'll have a different number, as long as I remember. It is 26-0. If we score again, this one's probably going to be over. I probably won't show you much else. I don't know what there would be to show you. Oh, I didn't want to throw that even. We might not score, depending on how Temple wants to play this. It's been a lot of Applewhite. I got to sub him out in those formation subs. Because I want to see what we have with... Is it going to be a hold, really? I want to see what we have with Sailor. I mean, Applewhite's been good. And he's played well enough where I may keep him in certain packages, but I'm gonna switch most of the formation subs to have it be Sailor. So I might keep a couple of them for him just to give him a little bit of play time, because he's got 98 throw power. He does probably deserve to play a little bit, just not the starter. Because I can't play consistent football without having the option to scramble. I might try to set a school record with J. Caden Ferguson today. This is going to be his 4th if he catches this. Well, I was hoping he'd take it to the house for a touchdown, but J. Caden Ferguson's on top of one. He's kind of going cray-cray. Hand off to Jordan Davidson, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown for him. That's his first of the day and of the season and of his time here in East Delaware. And we will go up 33-0. We're doing okay. I'll show you one more defensive drive for Temple and maybe one more offensive drive for us. Vernon Woollyhand, huge hit stick. I wanted it. Didn't really happen. All right, defense. What do we got? We've been absolutely suffocating this dude. He hasn't known what's hit him. I'm surprised they haven't taken their guys out and benched him yet. There's another loss. Well, it's not a loss. It's actually a gain of nothing. Forced Tatum in on it. I really want Bostic to become like a Myles Garrett type where he just wrecks games. And he might if I could just get off the block every once in a while. Broken tackles galore for this guy. There's no reason he should have had 3rd and inches there. I don't know how in the world he was able to fight through that to get 4th and inches or 3rd and inches. Kind of insane. And I didn't tackle him the right way. I knew he was going to that side, too. Somebody blow that up, please. Cam Pruitt couldn't get it, but Vince Murphy upends him. And Coco Braveman hurt on that one. He couldn't handle it. It's back spasms for Coco Braverman. He couldn't handle getting tackled by Vince Murphy. Sometimes there's just a bigger, stronger dude in your way. And that'll hurt your back, cause you to have spasms. Back spasms are no joke. I've had back spasms before. Back spasms are no joke. They can incapacitate you for a while. Sack the quarterback, please. It's Vince Murphy. He's a menace. And it's 4th and 11. God, he's only a freshman, too. He's a freshman redshirt, but still, he's only a freshman. He is so good. So good. And now, this will be the final drive of the game you see from us. I'll skip to the end of the game when the next time you see. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is just running the ball. It's not going to be anything special. Just to milk the clock, make sure nobody gets hurt. I might do a little bit of passing just to pad some stats, but it'll mostly just be this. Running the ball with Davidson, with Overton, maybe with Greg Ard if he comes in. I may even bring the backups at some point. There's Overton. Huge run for him. I wonder what the Rice single game touchdown record is receiving wise, because there's probably a good chance that Ferguson's going to get there. Can I hit this throw? Yes, I can. That's Marquise Springs, and he doesn't have it. Close. Sailors look good. I've been happy with how he's looked. We haven't seen a bunch of him. We've seen more of, what's his face, Applewhite. That's okay. There's the handoff, and Davidson can't really get through. Kind of a log jam in there. But I didn't really want to run the ball anyway. I kind of wanted to throw it so I could hopefully hit J. Caden Ferguson. And we're going to snap. We're going to throw. And we're going to hit, if he can ever get open, J. Caden Ferguson. He didn't get in. You got to be kidding me. You're telling me that wasn't a catch in the end zone? How do you delete motion? How do you... Pass protection? No, I don't know. I don't know. I know there's a way you can get rid of motion. I just don't remember how you do it. There's the touchdown catch, though. That's Ferguson's 4th? 5th? Something. He's getting close. And this one is done. It was done a while ago, but it's done officially now. So I will see you at the end of the game. That is the game. It was a wash. 48-3. They did get 3 points on a field goal. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. J. Caden Ferguson didn't end up getting the record for most touchdowns in a game, I don't think. I doubt that 4 touchdowns from I'm sure a Rice player in history has had 4 touchdowns in a game. Maybe not. I don't know. But I did take out the starters during the 4th quarter, so he ended up not playing much in the end. Greg Ard right there, you saw it had a touchdown run. Good for Greg Ard, former Heisman finalist. Was robbed of it, I'll say. But we win 48-3. It was not really much of a challenge. And now we play Penn State, which could be more of a challenge. A big week 1 victory, even though it's not really surprising that we beat them by so much. But now we take on an actually competent program in Penn State, one of our other rivals. We get locked out of a 5-star. That's not ideal. You never want to get locked out of 5 stars. And they're now number 8 in the country, which we were last week. We move up to number 6. They're also 1-0. We got to go to their place this year. That's not ideal either. All right, some of the recruiting is going to take a little bit to get there, but we're on the track like we always are. Snelling is not getting recruited at all. He's 6'3", 208, and he has not a lot of speed. He's not that great of a receiver, but he's a 5-star, and he's not getting recruited, so I thought I'd go after him. We have 50 hours. I can probably make some things happen, make a little bit of motion in the ocean, possibly. I am going after a kicker because we do need a kicker. So putting 25 hours on a kicker, by the way, is disgusting. I think I'm going to put 25 on Avery Wick. So we'll make that a full 50 piece. And then the only other guys that I'm going 25 on are guys that don't have any offers. So I don't see a world where we need to do that. I'm not putting 50 on a kicker, so I guess I put 50 on, or 25 on Raphael Hag. Oh, why not? I guess I could put him on Stephon Beatty. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably put him on Stephon Beatty. That's probably what I'll do. So let's go put that there, and we will see where recruiting ends up after this week against Penn State on the road. I got to go to remember to change not only the number for Sailor, but also change the formation subs to have him play a little bit more. Now, I'm not saying Applewhite didn't play bad. He played actually really well, but I want Sailor to start. Going into Beaver Stadium to go whack a beaver. This is intense. We've come here before and we've won here before. But we're a different team and Penn State's a different team. This obviously is a special one for Addison Arrington. This is his alma mater. He played at Penn State before going to St. Louis in the NFL and going on to his Hall of Fame NFL career that he had. So this is a special one, playing against or coaching against his alma mater. And he's done it. It's not like it's the first time he's done it. He's done it for 4 years now, for 5 years now. And Forrest Tatum will start the game with a sack. No more Grunkenmeyer, no more Drew Aller. They got a bum at quarterback. And Forrest Tatum smelled the bum and sauced him. He sauced the bum. Because he's the souse bouse. And that's a big play. They get all the sack yardage back, so it's now 3rd and 10. It's almost like nothing ever happened. Vince Murphy was fantastic in the end of that Temple game, by the way. He had another sack at the end of it. I think he ended up with 3 in the game. That's one-on-one. That's a tiny little wide receiver. Number 10 is a small guy. Malik Henderson is his name. Okay. I don't know why they tried to go him one-on-one. But it didn't work. That might have been Ahmad Tolbert who was in coverage there. I'm not 100% sure. But it's a 3 and out for the Nittany Lions. And here comes the offense. I did go and change the number. And I also, this is a Berenstein Bears situation. I changed the number or the name of Saylor to make it Sayler instead of Salyer. And I only did that so that I could pronounce it Saylor and not feel stupid anymore. A lot of my stuff is just to try to stop me from being stupid. A lot of stuff that I do. So I changed that. I also changed him from number 15 to number 14 because number 15 is etched in history. And that's interception. I'm going to kill myself. Number 15 is etched in history because that is the number of Kenyon Garnett, and nobody will ever wear that number again as long as I can like notice it. If I don't notice it, then I can't do anything about it, but as long as I notice it, it won't ever be worn again. That, you're going to tell me, is Most. Why is Wayne Bostic in coverage is the question that I have. Why was Wayne Bostic covering the tight end there? That seems like more of a problem than people are making it out to be. Oh, you can't be serious, mother. You're telling me that Taquan Hayes is going to juke me out of my shoes before I can get my dive animation off? I'm going to throw myself out of a window. We're down 7. We're down 7, and I don't like it. Because I threw a pick with Saylor. It wasn't even Saylor's fault. I didn't know what the button was. I assumed it was X, but I wasn't 100% sure what the button was. That's why I hate playing on the road, especially in big, loud environments. I wish I had Kenyon Garnett. I miss Kenyon Garnett. I miss him so much. Having that speed was just such a game changer. And J. Caden Ferguson drops the football, dog. I'm going to die. I might legitimately die. Tanner Applewhite's running the QB blast here. You know what? F it, dog. He didn't get many yards. He didn't get many freaking yards now, did he? No, did he? We're going for it on 4th down because why the F would we not? That's why, because I threw another freaking interception gun. Maybe Saylor's not the guy. And yes, I'm going to blame him and not me. Why would I blame myself? That sounds dumb. When I can blame somebody else. Always blame somebody else. Never take accountability for your own actions. That is the World of Juice life motto. Always find a reason to blame somebody else. Even when it sounds dumb and it doesn't make any sense, as long as you commit to it, they'll believe you. We can't really theoretically go down 2 scores in this first quarter, can we? If we go down 2 touchdowns to Penn State, the Nittany Lions, we might lose this game. We might have lost this game before we began. Get to the quarterback, please. It's Vince Murphy again. I'm gonna come. Vince Murphy's amazing. I love him so much. I'm so happy. I love a good thick boy. And I'm glad that he's here. That's a huge tackle for Jeremiah Wolf. We hold to a 3-point attempt. And this is, I mean, they're going to make it, but this is a tough angle. I wouldn't want to kick this for sure, even at home. It is up. And it is automatic, which we assumed it would be. No surprise there. Only down by 10 is not anything crazy. It is kind of crazy when our quarterback doesn't know how to throw the effing football. I'm calm. I'm cool. I'm collected. Dog, nobody is over top of J. Caden Ferguson right now. Did he even hear the pass or the change? I don't even know if he heard the... Okay, now they switched to it. They didn't hear the audible anyway, so I guess it's a good thing. I can't even run the football. I'm going to die. I'm going to die so bad. I'm going to die. I'm going to fall in a pit of lava. Oh, Dion Buck. That was a big play. Get the Buck out of here. We're going to give this to Dion Buck because he's got some of the fastest speed on this offense. And, of course, I want to die. What's the button going to be? I think it's R1. God, please let it be R1. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting it actually be R1 and not triangle because that could have been real bad. Not just bad, real bad. Overton's going to come in. Overton's pretty fast. If we could just take this stupid effing crowd out of it, that would be the ideal situation. So I could actually, like, hear myself process thoughts and complex feelings. All right, at least they're not shaking the screen. Jeez, ever been to a freaking football game before? Act like you've been there. Saylor gets himself enough for the first down. I just need... Overton's got like 96 speed. I need him to just break one. Just pull a Travion Henderson and break one. That was a good run. I'm not going to complain about that. That was a good run. Tulane's ranked number 22 in the country. Good for them. I feel like either way I would have went on that one, he would have tackled me. I don't know if there was a truly open lane there. Why does nobody ever want to just block for a half a second? I'm not even asking for a blocking for 10 minutes. I'm just asking for a half a second of blockage. And of course, my halfback angle, which was my only route on that I was looking at, did not get open because he ran into the offensive line like a bum. Like a freaking bum. That's caught. Marquise Springs is going to get denied the first down. What a tackle. Can't be serious, man. We are playing the worst brand of football I have ever seen in my entire existence on planet Earth. That's going to be a sack. Somehow we've sacked this quarterback 3 times. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like he's bent me over and give me the shaft, the hot rod. That's what it feels like. 3rd and 22. There's no way he can get a first down, right? There's just no way. There's not a reasonable, plausible scenario where he can get a first down here. I was about to lose my mind. You would have seen a generational crash out if he would have got a first down off that screen. All right, so the turnover on downs doesn't end up to hurting us, but I can't move the ball. It's kind of hard to win a football game when you can't move the ball more than 30 yards. And what are these play calls, man? You're giving me play calls from a bum. Who's my quarterback coach? Overton drops it. Do I have anybody that wants to play football? Do I have anybody that wants to go play football? Do we all want to just go back in the locker room and do some arts and crafts? Put some googly eyes on some sticks, on some popsicle sticks, Is that what we want to do, or do we want to play football? Because it doesn't seem like anyone on this freaking team wants to play hard-nosed, grind it out football. Except for Dion Buck. He's actually played pretty well this game. We've reached the 2-minute warning of the first half. We do get the football to start the second half, so if we can score here, we can turn this game around. It can all turn on a dime if we just score here. And look at Jordan Davidson on a run. That took a hard shot, but it's a really good run. Nice broken tackle and everything. Hand off to Overton, and he will get a few. And Penn State's going to start calling timeouts. They want to have some time for themselves on offense. I don't want them to have any time, so it's kind of a conflict of interest here. Hand off, Davidson. He's going to get in. I didn't really have a choice in stopping him or not. He just kind of got in. But you know what? A touchdown is a touchdown, especially in a game where we've played this bad. Minute 13. I can't envision a scenario where Penn State scores in a minute 13, but I'm sure I'll find a way to do it. Give me a big hit stick. Oh my god, I'm gonna... Ah! They have Will Batonio at left tackle. They have a W Batonio. A minute and 11. Our defensive line has been getting pressure on this quarterback. And he didn't even get the pitch off. Pitch? Wayne Bostic wrapped those legs up and brought that man to the ground. 35 seconds. They didn't call any timeouts. I don't know why I'm in a southern accent. 30 seconds left. Get to the quarterback. Vince Murphy, you dog. That ball's out. It's a fumble. It's recovered by Vernon Willihan. Throw me some blocks. Vernon down the sidelines. Oh my god. Things are happening. Juices are flowing. Bodies are gyrating. This dude got rocked. He got sent into New Year. He got sent into 2020 or 2030 because we're in 2029. This guy got absolutely blasted. Oh god, if I had a guy with the last name Finger, we could do so many things with that. But he just blasts this dude, pops the ball out. And of course, it's Jeremiah Wolf who does it, by the way. And then Woolihan picks it up, gets a block, and takes it down the field. Pretty sick nasty, if you ask me. Oh, God. They brought so much pressure, I almost peed. I mean, if we can just center this up, I'll take a field goal. I want a touchdown, but I couldn't think of the word. I'm panicking. I'm trying to do too much stuff. I wanted a touchdown, but if I can just line it up for a field goal, I'll take that. Because the way that this game is going, a field goal is going to have to be good enough. That's going to be caught, and you know what? I'm just going to let this go. I'll take the 34-yard field goal. There's no reason to try to extend this any further. So we'll call a timeout. I'm just hoping I centered it up enough. I might be too far to the right hash. I think this is good enough. This should be a make. Oh, God, I'm nervous. Okay, it is up and through. We tied it at 10. Against all odds, I'm going to be honest, against everything, we have tied it at 10. Thankfully, because our defense is super good. At least our defensive line is. And we get the ball to start the second half. There's a chance to turn this game around. Oh my God, Dion Buck is a god. He's a legitimate god. He is Jesus Christ reincarnated into a black man's body. He scores the touchdown. Oh, Dion Buck. He's getting jiggy with it. Oh, man. Kick return touchdown on the opening kick of the half. Talk about a spark of electricity, baby. And yes, I put an H in there. Electricity. And I barely even pressed the button. I'm going to die. 17-10. Please blow it up. There we go. Okay, they started the 23. It's actually not as good of a field position as I thought they were going to have. All right, defense. Let's kick it up a notch. Let's continue to play as good as we've been playing. Vince Murphy, I need some more pressure from you. Forrest Tatum, I need some more pressure from you. I need some good tackling from the linebackers, good coverage from the corners. If we get all that, it's a win. It's very simple. Not much to do. Just do what we did the entire first half on defense, other than allow the points. Vernon Woolleyhan, nice tackle. I'd love another forced fumble from Jeremiah Wolf. He blasted that guy. He sent that man packing. Oh, it's an unbelievable throw. We didn't have anybody covering that spot. Rodney Kosar, Bernie's kid? Whoever it is, he caught the first down. Oh, that's got to be blown up, and it is. Vernon Woolleyhan. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, get your stock in on Vernon Woolleyhan, because it's only going up. He's such a demon. Talk about demons. I don't know what kind of demon possessed the wide receiver right there to get him a first down. It's Wes Batonio. Maybe that's Joel's kid. I don't want to be anymore. Forrest Tatum with the sack on the quarterback. That's got to be 4, right, for the team? Because Tatum's got 2. I think Vince has got 1. And doesn't Bostic have 1? I'm pretty sure that's the 4th sack of the night for this defensive line, who has been all over this quarterback's sack. And that's another one. That's 5, so it was 4. Wayne Bostic with his first full sack, a sack and a half now. He splits one with Murphy. And it's 3rd and 24. We are cooking with gasoline. Oh, and he just got it away. He avoided a 3rd straight sack. I think that might have been Jordan Crawford going after him there. Whatever the case may be, it's a punt for the Penn State offense. And if Deion Buck could do a punt return and a kick return in the same game, I may scream. No, he's not going to do it. But you know what? I don't need him to, because I need him to go down so we can turn the chew clock on and get out of this game, man. I don't want to be in here anymore. I got my win. I'm fine winning 17-10. I don't care. I can stat pad in other games. I'm just trying to get out of this one. Just let me live. I do not want to be in this game any longer than I have to be. That's open enough. That's going to be Dobbins, and Dobbins will fight for the first down and get it. They gave it to me, thankfully. Needed that one. I did keep Applewhite in a few of the formations, some of the different play sets, so he will come in, like you just saw right there, he'll come in a few different times whenever the offensive coordinator calls the certain plays. But most of the time it'll be Saylor, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, the way he's played today. Can I fit that on the second level? That's a crazy throw, and it's incomplete. That was a good enough throw. That could have been caught. It just wasn't a good enough catch. He layered that in pretty good, though. That's caught by J. Caden Ferguson. 4th and 1. I think going for this is a bad idea, but you know what? I live on bad ideas. Oh, I screwed this all up. I screwed this all kinds of up. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna throw myself out of a 1-billion-story building. I screwed that all kinds of up. And I guarantee you Penn State's gonna score off of that. I don't like it. I don't like anything about what just happened right there. I really don't. But you know what? It's not my fault. It's the offensive line's fault. That's whose fault it is. They didn't block well enough. This has got to be a QB sneak. It's just actually got to be, and it is. And we denied him. He didn't get that. He didn't get that. He didn't get that. He didn't get that. No. Back him up. Simply no way. I know I've challenged these before and I've been wrong. There's absolutely no way he got that for a yard. You cannot give Penn State a first down here. What's the call? First down, Penn State. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. What's the first down marker? The first down line is the 40-yard line. Does that ball ever come across the 40? No. That is not a first down. I'm on the wrong guy. There's so many bodies in here, it's hard to see. That ball never crosses. That's not a first down. How do you give him a first down here? He's a yard short. I've been robbed. I've been robbed by pixels. They only gave him that because the coding said it was a first down when it clearly wasn't. The ball never crossed the 40. It didn't even get close. I don't even know why I try to challenge on 4th and inches or QB sneak calls. I never get them right, even when I'm clearly right that that wasn't a first down. That was not a first down. It just was not. I don't know what else to do. That was not a first down. I will die on that hill. You can never convince me that that was a first down. There's no amount of evidence. There's no amount of video footage you can show me that will, no amount of different angles you can show me that will prove me wrong. That was a 4th down. He did not get across. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm always the one getting cheated. Why does the CPU never get cheated like I get cheated? Penn State has tied it up because of that. Oh, that was not a first down. I will not stop about that. That was not a first down. It ended up resulting in a touchdown for Penn State. So it ends up being horrible, the fact that they called that a first down. Just a bad call. These refs got to be held responsible. Somebody's got to go in the parking lot and break their kneecaps. That's not a first down. I don't know what else to say about it. He simply didn't get it. It's a very simple concept. Did he get the ball across the 40-yard line or not? In that case, he did not. And yet they gave him the first down anyway. I think these refs have been paid off. Somebody checked their DraftKings accounts. You gotta be kidding me. That's a catch? Jason Dobbins just pulled a Superman on me? I was just tossing that up for no reason. Like, I was just trying to hope for the best. He actually caught that football. Is Jason Dobbins, like, good? I mean, I knew he was good, but he's our highest rated receiver. But is he, like, really good? That was an insane catch. Oh, speaking of insanely good, look at Jordan Davidson. What a big portal get. He's been great these first 2 games. He's had some really, really big runs. And out to Overton. At this point, I'm just trying to waste as much time and kick a game-winning field goal. I don't think that's going to be the case because we're already at the 37-yard line and we still have 5 minutes of time to get off the clock. But I'm just trying to kick a game-winning field goal. You know what? I'll take a touchdown if I have to. I'm not going to deny myself a touchdown. We just got to go back on defense, and I believe in my defense, at least my defensive line. I believe in my defensive line. My edge rushers are getting to the quarterback at a consistent rate. I think we can stop these boys. We just got to actually go out there and do it and not get cheated by the referees. And finally, we had a big explosive run from Jeff Overton. It's about time. I've been waiting for him to break his first one. All right, defense, this is your time to step up. You were fantastic in the Temple game, and you've been pretty good so far in this Penn State game. I just need you to step up one final time. If we could force another fumble or get this quarterback to throw a pick, something, anything to give us the ball back without them scoring. That's going to be held on to. That's that tiny little receiver, too. He holds on to the catch. No, I hate it here. He got around me. These short little throws, as annoying as they are serving us as much as they're serving Penn State because they are chipping away at this clock without them getting like a lot of yards every play. As long as we can just keep him in bounds. Tolbert, nice job. Would they punt this ball back if we forced a 4th down? I guess we have to force the 4th down to find out. They're going to motion the running back out of the backfield. He's going to go into the middle of... Oh, no, he's going to go all the way to the edge. Oh, it's a screen. That's why. They're not going to call it. Oh, then they call it. What is the play calling here? You didn't throw it, and then you threw it at the very last second when you had a ton of running room. I don't know, man. CPU decision making is brain dead. But you had the guy open for one. You had the first down twice. They had an opportunity for the first down twice, and they didn't take it either time. As Deion Bucks actually has a really good punt return here, almost too good because that doesn't give us enough time to take away from the clock. But they had, if they would have thrown the ball immediately on the snap, they would have had the first down on the screen. But then the quarterback had the running room. There was nobody in front of him before the first down line. He would have gotten the first down if he would have just scrambled. He decided to not take the first down and throw it, and then he throws it to his open screen guy, but by that point, we already had a guy right in the range. It was all kinds of stupid. I don't know what they were doing there, but it works out in my favor because they punt the ball back to us. We got a great punt return, and now we're taking away clock and possibly going up 2 scores as Penn State calls their second timeout. This has been a brutal game, I will say that much. We have not looked good at all in this one. And I called a counterplay. I got to get rid of those counterplays, but it's a touchdown regardless. Jordan Davidson scores. We somehow are up 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter against Penn State. Why can I not move the camera anymore? What's happening here? I can't move it wouldn't let me move the camera. I moved it back one time and I couldn't move it anymore. Can I move it again, please? Okay, there we go. Oh, 31-17. How have we gotten it to this scoreline? I mean, there's been so many ups and downs in this game so far. 2:21 to go. Penn State used 2 timeouts on the defensive drive, so they have 1 remaining. They need 2 scores. They need a touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, just to tie it. They are in a rough spot. After earlier in this game thinking they were going to just kill us. I mean, they were up, what, 10-0 at the beginning of this game? It looked like they were going to just smoke us, but somehow this defense has kept us in it and allowed our sluggish offense to score points. That's going to be a crazy good throw. That was a really good throw. Jeremiah Wolf, as good as he is not the fastest guy in the field. So when he's in coverage against a wide receiver, he's going to get cooked pretty much every single time. And that was just right at the seam. That was a bullet. Good throw from the quarterback. 2 minutes to go. No more time. Oh, 1 more timeout. I thought that was their time. I thought they used their timeout there. It was the 2-minute warning. So 1 more timeout remains for Penn State as Randy Stevenson throws that one away. I need Wayne Bostic to wreck this game. If he can just get in and blow this up, that would be perfection. But he can't do it on this play. It might be somebody else, though. No, it's going to be just the throwaway. Stevenson just gets it out of play. Wastes the down, and he knows it too. And it's 3rd and 10. 2 more downs. It's obviously 4-down territory, so 2 more downs. Stop Penn State from scoring here. They're going to scramble. He's finally going to take the scramble. We stop him just short. It's 4th and 3. They're going to run hurry up. No, not a pinch. No. Let's go actual coverage here. Get to him. They're going to go to the end zone. Knocks it down. Game over. It's got to be game, right? That's got to be game. He went double coverage to the end zone. I guess he just had to try it. That's the final timeout for Penn State. I think we just need a first down and then it's game. Yeah, they're going to make me call some plays. It's not technically over until we get the first down. Overton got close. That'll do a good job. He's over 100. That's good for him. He had the big run, so that helps. We've got it under a minute. Davidson will be the one to hopefully cap it off, and he does. We will win the game 31-17. Oh my God, I thought this was over. I thought we lost it. The way that we started that game couldn't have been worse. I think we're pick on my first throw of the game. We win the game. We have never lost to Penn State, by the way. We didn't even lose in year 1 to Penn State. Davidson's the player of the game. Wow, that was intense game. I'll say that. Whew. It was 10-0. Then we went 10-0, so we tied it right before half. The swing that we went on at the end of the half, because that's when we got the fumble as well, and we kicked the field goal on the end of it. And then we scored the touchdown to make it 17-10. Then they got the touchdown. but then we held them scoreless in the fourth quarter. Man, oh, that was an insane game. That was an insane game. I don't want to experience that ever again. But we won it. Good teams find a way to win, even in the ugly ones. We will move on to week 3, where we have another rivalry game, but this time it's against a team similar to to Temple in Delaware, so we shouldn't have too much to worry about. We killed them the last time we played them. We are up to the number 3 team in the nation. We're finally getting the respect we deserve. This Gil Joseph one's going to be difficult because he's got the platinum pipeline to Wisconsin, so that's going to be a little bit tricky. But these other ones we're looking pretty good on. We're gaining some good influence on a lot of these guys. Even the guys that we don't have pipelines for, we're gaining some big influence. So that's a nice thing to see. Who knows how long that'll last, but we are working. Recruiting's going okay right now. It's probably going to change as we get deeper into the season, but as of right now, the recruiting's going fairly well. But that is going to do it for the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Juice Club. So that'll do it for me. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Peace.